Welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Great League Catch Cup, and let's run a different team here. So we're going to be trying out the Lanturn paired with the Serperior and the Mandibuzz in the back. So not a great matchup here. We switch out. They switch into their Pelipper. Okay, this is okay. It's not the worst, but it's not the greatest. We do get a shield, which is fantastic. And now it just comes down to, do we think this is the Hurricane or do we think this is the bait? We're going to shield here. We do shield the correct Hurricane, so now this is a good position because now we're going to throw another Frenzy Climb here, doing a huge amount of damage and able to farm down. So flipping the switch right there, fantastic. Now we can avoid potential Stumpus. Oh, they actually come back in with their Stumpus, so they do not want to see this Serperior. Maybe double water in the back. Here, Serperior does get the last shield from the Stumpus, and they realize that that is GG. So my anticipation is there is some kind of water type in the back, or they just didn't want to play it out anymore. But GG's to them and good games to us. Next game, let's see what we find. We got the Lanturn against the Crocalor here. Pretty decent. They switch out into the Arctobax. Ooh, Arctobax is kind of difficult to deal with here, as it's going to be able to resist all of these charge moves from the Lanturn. So we're just going to chip at this and then switch out. So we know that Crocalor is going to be able to dominate the Serperior matchup. So we're going to just sacrifice this Serperior because they're probably going to get to an ice move here pretty soon. Do we shield here and get to another Aero Ace? No, we decided to just potentially call it bait, but they go for the Avalanche and able to take us out right there. So we have no choice but to come in with our Mandibuzz here, as our switch clock is already kind of locked in. Here we know that they potentially could be running another Avalanche, but they do go for the Dragon Claw right there. And at this point, we're just going to commit to the farm down. Oh, unfortunate. Just one fast move away from being able to farm down completely. But now we can deal with this Crocalor a little bit better because we have a ton of energy on our Mandibuzz, and our Lanturn's still waiting in the back here. They are going to be able to get to a move pretty soon. We're going to try to catch the move here. Either one, unfortunately, is still neutral damage, so it's not the greatest situation. Oh man, and he's gone from bad to worse. This Whimsicott here is going to be able to beat our entire backline here, including the Serperior. So we basically had no chance at all. The entire team was just countered, unfortunately, because they are running the Moonblast and the Fairwind fast move. So GG's to our opponent. Maybe we could have not shielded the Arctobax with our Mandibuzz and then potentially have a shield to use the backline, but it's still going to be pretty tough. Here we got the Clockstar. It's going to be able to be pretty good against our Lanturn, so we're going to switch out and we draw out the Mantine. So they've shown Clockstar and Mantine so far. We have the Mandibuzz to do with this Mantine. A little bit better situation for us, as we are only having to take these Ice Beams. Okay, this next move here potentially could take us out. We're going to try to call a bait. Unfortunately, they go for the Ice Beam, so we have no choice but to use our Lanturn to farm it down, and maybe this energy head start will be able to do something against this Clockstar. We know Clockstar is coming back in. We got to go for another Surf here. This Surf will be super effective at least, but our fast move pressure is just not there. Here, we're going to shield no matter what because they always have big moves. Ends up being the Earthquake. We do farm up, and we do get to another Surf here. Do we get a shield from our opponent from this range? We do, so that's great. We try to catch an Earthquake. Unfortunately, no catch, and they have double flyers in the back, and so this is not going to be a good situation for the Serperior, as we can only throw Aero Aces, and they're going to be able to get to their own Aero Ace really quickly, doing super effective damage. We are able to survive one Aero Ace. Maybe one more we can survive, but we actually do not want to survive. We want to be able to farm down. We're going for another Aero Ace here to potentially farm down with our Lanturn later. They're farming up a ton of energy. It's going to be another Aero Ace. This probably takes us out. Yes, it does take us out right there. And now we have to deal with this Clockstar and the Mandibuzz. We have to tank the Dark Pulse. Oh, okay. We're going to have to end up shielding here and then trying to farm down, but they already have another move on their Clockstar. So GG's to our opponent. Unable to win that game right there. So the Clockstar is kind of a core breaker for sure. So since we're seeing a little bit more like Clockstars and Dragon Tides, we're going to switch out the team a little bit. we need a little bit better save swap, basically. So we're going to use this. We're going to try to use this Annihilape to see if it balances out the team a little bit better. It would have done a little bit better against the Arthrobax for sure. All right, here we've got a great league, and because the Manabuzz expecting them to switch out into... Okay, they switch out into their Annihilape, and we have the Serperior for this situation. We got the Aero Ace to throw back at this Annihilape, which is going to do super effective. They decided to shield the first one. Here, we have to decide if we think that this is going to be the Ice Punch or not. We shield it, ends up being the Night Slash. So we do get the information that they are not running Ice Punch, which is going to help us survive the next one. Okay, so here we are going to let this one go, and that's okay because we get them to be energy dry, and we potentially could farm down here. So we get the farm down, and we get a head start energy with our Lanturn. What else do they have in the back? Oh, they come back in with their Mandibuzz, but now they switch out trying to catch a move. But we have the Annihilape for this Sandslash, which is going to be able to completely farm it down. And then we're going to have energy left to throw back at this Mandibuzz. This Mandibuzz here is going to be able to get to an Aero Ace, but we're going to be able to throw these Shadow Balls to do some good damage. But most of the damage is coming from our counters. So we get them into the yellow, and because we got them into the yellow here, all we have to do is just go for charge moves, and we're going to be able to win the game. So GG's to our opponent. We're going to be able to win this game, able to survive this. Okay, they go for the bait, but either way, we're going to be able to get to a move. So nice play by us, and the Annihilape a little bit better for the safe switch situation, considering this team did look like it was kind of weaker to like dragon switches. All right, here we got the Mandibuzz lead again, expecting them to switch out. They switch out into the Lickitung, so we're going to switch out into the Annihilape. This Annihilape here is going to be able to do fast move pressure. We do get the Night Slash shield, which is good for us. We're going to let this one go. Ends up being the Body Slam bait, and now that allows us to get to another Night Slash. This Night Slash does get the second shield from our opponent, and we're fine with that because 2 shields up is going to be favorable for us. We're going to come back in with the Lanturn here. And do we think that this is going to be a Power Whip? They do have the energy for it, so we're going to show this first one. Ends up being the Body Slam. And then we're going to switch out here to see what they have in the back, because the Serperior is pretty weak to like potential flyers, obviously. So they actually revealed that they have the Registeel in the back. Registeel in the back here is going to be able to resist our moves. However, this Focus Blast here doesn't quite take us out, and we are able to get to another Frenzy Plant to chip away at this Registeel. So it all comes down to this Lanturn. Will Lanturn be able to beat all 3 Pokemon here with 1 shield? Here, we're going to have to shield. Ends up being the Zapcan. Do we get debuffed? Oh, unfortunately, we get debuffed, but they switch out, allowing us to farm a little bit more. We know that they're pretty close to another Body Slam, so we're going to throw this Surf to snipe their energy. Do they come back in with their Mandibuzz? They are switch locked right now, so they're going to come back in with their Registeel. We're going to farm up just a little bit more, throw a Surf, take out the Registeel on good timing, and now we have to deal with this Mandibuzz. Do we win this matchup with our attack debuff? Remember, they go for 1 Dark Pulse, does some good neutral damage, gets us into the yellow. We're going to go for this Thunderbolt immediately. You can see right there, Thunderbolt does less damage. It did roughly 40%. So this next Thunderbolt will take it out if we survive this, and we do survive the Dark Pulse. And now we're going to be able to get to another Thunderbolt here, and boom, goes the game. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game right there. Check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know which one you like better.